It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Today we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Has it all teed up, and off we go from Dallas. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
First down, here's Dak. Buying some time left. Taking a shot on the first play. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. Second down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
47. 26.
Third and long. Prescott. That's Lamb running slant. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run here on first down. Played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now second and goal.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines just want a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. You can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Yeah,
Blue. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal? Dak now from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, and I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35.
And he's going to score a touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Through the middle. Justin Jefferson. in. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of the preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Turpin with a return. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. Dak to the air here. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Third down run with Blue. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down. Trying to push this past the marker. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's some great field position.
Man, what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a fourth down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. They got second down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense took a count. They played that ball better than he could.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now it's McCarthy. Getting out to his left. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back-to-back carries here. On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. No big play this time, Brock. That stop made right at the line of scrimmage. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, here where you got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up the big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Vikings, first down.
They pitch it to him. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. This one intended for the running back. So it'll be second down. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter one. 8-7 the score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. It's Vikings ball as we return for the second, and they've got to be thinking points here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the one. Offense up to the line fast. There's another for him. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out stronger. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Turpin with a return. Things going well so far. They're going to track him down. A nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
Please take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. First and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take one.
We'll hear from the pistol. And they get about 5 on that first down as he's sent out of bounds. So 5 still to go now on second.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Play action, Prescott. He rolls to his right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Vikings take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
And he gets in, touchdown. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Savon Rebel with the pick. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Turpin with a return. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys trim the lead down to 9. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now McCarthy. Goes right back to Jefferson. Completes. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Vikings.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Dose of the hurry-up here.
That's another Vikings first down.
Again, McCarthy to throw. Another one to Addison. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
15 more yards. That's another Vikings first down.
First and 10, it's McCarthy. Taken in by Addison, left side. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings push their lead to 15. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Here's McCarthy leading them to the line. They're going for 2.
The Vikings will
They'll try it on the ground. He will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage.
30. Cowboys 13.
That is their third conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense, it feels like you can't be stopped. You can't wait to say, ready, right. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, in 3 conversions, that's job done.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Ready, let go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Jarred loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock, but by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time we see that throw, because I close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback. When you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary, there's some risk reward. And that time, well, there was no reward.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Come on, come on.
Here's Milton, first and 10. Ferguson there to bring it in. Rolling into enemy territory. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Working quickly here.
23 yards. Cowboys first down.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Called in left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Offense in the hurry-up here.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play fake. It's Milton. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contest.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up. It cost him that catch.
And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Milton now on 3rd down. Finds his back complete. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Well, you're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Coaches challenged him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Completed right side to Addison. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. He's looking for his running back there. We're going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
This quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Big strike here to Moore. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. The Vikings get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
38. Cowboys 13. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Turpin with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Milton back to throw. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
1st and 10.
To throw, Milton. Got for big yards on the right side. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Milton now. He has room past the 25. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Here's the final play of our first half.
Ready.
Throwing here just before halftime. Escapes the pocket. Big man showing up the yards. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys narrow the lead entering halftime. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point
All right, they're going to throw for it. And there it is. He makes the play in the end zone. And with no time remaining, they tie this game up as we head into halftime locker rooms.
21.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Looking quickly here.
First down, Minnesota.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Now it's McCarthy.
At the Cowboys' 18-yard line.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. McCarthy's going to look to throw this. And he's got it. So they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. All right, Brock, your time with Seattle, and especially Andy, you were on the winning end of some blowouts. Is there any reason you'd have ever gone for 2 up this big?
Now, let's see. Mike Holmgren, Tony Dungy, my father. No, Kate, you would not ever do this because football's got a funny way of coming back and humbling you. Maybe not in this game, but down the road, and I just don't like any part of this decision-making.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. On him quick, and they bring him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. And the sack needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 and the 31.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
And that's knocked away. The linebacker got it in the middle of the field. Incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Let's go now.
They're going for this. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to let this go deep down the right side of the field. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
On first down, they'll run. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Offensive line fast.
First and 10 at the 16.
In the red zone now. Headed out right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Rock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. In the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Gets it again.